So I had a tough night last night, but not as tough as Floyd over here, or those little guys. She started farrowing at about 7 p.m. and popped one of these guys out. He or she, I'm not sure. Got right up, walked over to the udder, and just started drinking right away. So I said to myself, yay, this one's gonna go smoothly. And then it took a 10, 20, 30 minutes and no sign of other piglets, so I started to worry a little bit. So I gave her 40 international units of oxytocin, a little bit more than the recommended dose. It was kind of late, dark. I was a little stressed out. I guess I made a mistake, but not really. It was because right after I gave her that, she popped out 3 more. 2 of them alive, one unfortunately stillborn. And then it looked like she was starting to struggle. It took maybe another 20 minutes and nothing came out. So I gave her 40 more units of oxytocin. Once again, a little bit more than the recommended dose, but it worked again and she popped out. Wait, where are we at right now? 4 altogether? 5? Yeah, she popped out another stillborn and another live one. And then her breathing slowed. She seemed done. And these pigs tend to have 7, 8, at least in my experience so far. So I figured she was done. I gave her a little bit more oxytocin, just 20 international units this time. Probably altogether a little bit too much, I'm not sure. And I figured she'll expel the placenta. I'll go to sleep because by then it had been midnight. And I come here this morning. There's no placenta, but 3 more stillborn piglets. And maybe more, surely by now, dead ones on the way. Which is kind of shocking because I was told these pigs will have 8 tops. And she had 10 so far. I'm hoping she's done because she's exhausted. So I knew she was a little overweight, and that's ultimately the problem. When they put on too much weight, too much fat, the birth canal gets kind of surrounded by fat, and it's harder to push these guys out, and they suffocate on the way out. She had been in good condition the first 2 times she farrowed, and then we didn't, or our AI failed a couple of times with her, and then I didn't have time to, with the birth of our daughter, didn't have time to take care of her, to get her a boyfriend, if you will, or what have you. And even though I really wasn't, I feed this pig so little, it's crazy. Like 2 handfuls of grain, right? And then, I cut her grass and give her some slop and whatever else. But because both of these gals run around at least half the day, every day, or sometimes even all night, in the pasture, they find so much food, I guess, eat so much grass. In a year of, not farrowing and not feeding, not producing milk, she just gained quite a bit of weight. We put her on a diet, but It just wasn't working, I guess. And oh well, kind of sad, kind of happy. At least we got four. It was a learning experience. Obviously, having had oxytocin on hand, I was kind of ready for something like this. And yeah, I guess it's just a learning experience. You're going on a diet, Floyd. You're going on a diet. But yeah, I've learned so much over the years, watching people's videos, reading articles, vlogs. I figured I would give a tiny bit back and share my experience. I think ultimately I gave her a little bit too much oxytocin, but maybe not. I'm not sure. It does work, you know, lesson learned, and also kind of happy to learn that these gals can have 10 piglets, maybe more. I hope not. I hope she's done because she looks exhausted, and I don't want to give her antibiotics or anything like that. But if I have to, I will. I guess four is better than none. But man, could have had 10. Lesson learned. Just giving back a tiny bit. I'm exhausted, man. I stayed up with her half the night. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some coffee now. Laters.